About a year ago, we were talking about this. Actually, I think it's more than a year ago. It was on the PBD podcast. Patrick was talking about this. Sauce was on there. And I forget who was on there with us, but I brought up, there was this CEO, his name was Tim Armstrong, and he was running all of the Verizon Media. Remember, Verizon bought a bunch of things that nobody wanted. Like they went to these garage sales. They bought Yahoo. They bought AOL. A bunch of stuff I forget. I think they bought HuffPo. I think I'm not remember. And so they tried to create this company. What was it called? Oath. O-A-T-H. I think it was. Anyway, he was bringing up. He says, "Hey, this. Once we're off the lockdown of the virus," and he didn't argue with that, but he said, "Look. People are missing opportunities to be mentored. We are making selections of who to promote, and we have a standard that we review. Have they run this many projects? Do they deliver them on time? What were the reviews of the people that were on their teams? Going back, look at the reviews. Hey, Kai, you were a team lead for a project. Yep. Let's go look at the 3 reviews of the people that are on the team lead. Kai had given a review. Kai's manager had approved the review, helped them refine it a little bit. So what were the reviews of people on Kai's team before they did the Kai project and after they did the Kai project? In other words, are they growing and developing, which meant Kai was mentoring, teaching, lifting up, managing, management,
leadership,
which is 4 major things: planning, organizing, directing, controlling. Those are the 4 major threads of a good manager. Plan what you're going to do, organize the people and assign who's who, planning, organizing, and then get to work, and then direct the outcome, coaching, and controlling. Controlling if it's late, if it's early, if I need more resources. Planning, organizing, directing, controlling. It's a good manager. So was Kai exhibiting that? And were the people's reviews last year to this year were up? And Tim was talking about a variety of things here, saying, we evaluate this. And so this is not like a favoritism decision. This is not a union job where, you have enough tenure? Well, then you're the union boss. Then you're the team leader, whatever it is. No, he said they don't get this. And they also don't get 5 little conversations with their boss during the day, because they have a Zoom in the morning, they have a team Zoom at noon, and a Zoom in the afternoon, and they don't get the, hey, do you have a second? Yeah.
I got to run something by you.
Can I just look at this? We pulled this into a chart, and it looks a little weird. Oh, have you considered this and this? You know what? Shirley's sitting over here. I was just talking to her. Let me go talk to her and see that. Go back, talk to Shirley. Guess what? Found it. You know what that was? You can't replicate that on Slack. You can't replicate that here. And so Tim Armstrong, made some comments in the media, and I'm elaborating on basically what we heard from other people that way back then said, you know what? These folks, not only are you going to be flatlined for career development, there's a little thing called a raise that goes with that, and a bonus that goes with that. No, the greedy companies just want to keep the money. I don't think so.
No, and I also
what do you think?
It's very interesting what you're saying. And then the other part is positive peer pressure. Like, how can you perform better if you're isolated in your own pod? I think I read a study, I don't know the specific name, but they were talking about how if you sit within 25 feet from a performer in an office setting, on average, your performance would go up 15% simply based on positive peer pressure. And then the same thing, if you sit within 24 feet from a lower performer or a worse performer, then by default, in terms of just being distracted or people asking you questions or kind of being pulled into that shenanigans, that they saw that the performance decreases by 30%. So I think this just really goes to show that if you're in an office environment, you get those light touches here and there, and you see kind of the positive peer pressure of, okay, let me do a little bit more. Let me go try a little bit harder and really focus my effort into this. I think that those you don't miss. There's no way of seeing that when it's all virtual on that end, because you're not even once the call's done, you have no idea what they're doing. You don't see that.
What a great point.
Yeah.
What a great point.
And the other part here, which I know we're big on at Valuetainment, is we always typically say more is caught, not taught. And I don't know how easy it is to catch things through Zoom, but that's definitely something that you can only do in a more specific office environment.
Well, a certain CNN reporter was caught on Zoom.
Yeah.
But I think that was something else.
Not the kind we're talking about.
No, I think it was, what was his name? Tubin?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it was Tubin. Tubin, forever known as the Zoom jacker. Hey, you can figure out what that is. But, yep.
He hijacked that meeting.
No, boy, did he ever. It's exactly right. So where's the peer pressure? He's not going to do that in an office environment. He's bored with the meeting. So let's talk about what happened. He got bored with the meeting, turned over to whatever favorite other kind of stuff he wanted to watch, and he, as they say in court, he started pounding the gavel. So it's like, what are you doing? But so more's caught than taught. So does that kind of stuff happen when you're in an office environment? Hey, I can't be screwing around here. I gotta get to work. I gotta do this.
I also think the other part is having a distinct area where you go to work allows you to kind of get in that mindset versus just rolling out of bed and then being on your computer, and it's the same place where you'll watch movies or sitting on the couch and doing reporting work or stuff like that. It's very hard to be more focused and to be more proper when you're having to be disciplined to do that.
Yeah, and you learn more, you get educated more. Anyway,
So
if you're running a business, it's coming back, and if somebody's insisting on working from home, but it's a staff person that could work independently, ask the question, would you take 15% less? And then, you understand you're not going to be developed and you're not going to be considered to be a team leader or manager here. But I'm happy to pay you this, and if you only want to work from home and this particular job could, away you go.